Hi, my name is Bob Franklin. I'm the editor of Journalism Studies, and I'd like to tell you about the contents of the August edition for 2010. This edition of Journalism Studies is a special issue. It brings together some of the very best papers drawn from the conference, The Future of Journalism, held here at Cardiff in September 2009. There are more papers published in issue 4.3 of our sister journal, Journalism Practice. The articles present findings from the most recent and research-based studies looking at different aspects of the problems and possibilities which characterize the future of journalism. Papers range across the 5 broad themes of the conference, designed to address 5 key questions. First, in what ways is journalism changing and responding to developments in new media technologies, which facilitate new ways of reporting news, including online journalism, citizen journalism, and blogging? Second, how are these changes unravelling in distinctive national settings with their particular journalism cultures, audiences, media structures and histories? Third, how are changes in media technologies and journalism practice impacting on the revenue sources available to fund journalism, and what business models are being developed to resource changing and newly emerging forms of journalism? Fourth, what are the implications of these developments for the education and training of journalists and their prospects for employment, as well as the changing nature of that employment? Finally, in what ways do these changes impact on day-to-day journalism practice, especially journalists' relationships with sources and the ethical decisions they confront? With these questions in mind, 11.4 is a very busy issue. There are 13 articles by some of the leading scholars in our field. A thought-provoking foreword by distinguished scholar J.G. Blumler identifies financial and democratic aspects to the crisis confronting journalism, although these 2 elements are not necessarily connected. In his opening plenary, James Curran outlines 4 perspectives on the future of journalism, critiques them, and concludes by offering what he believes is a compelling alternative, which he designates public reformism, which he suggests should, quote, seek to change the future through concerted action. In a flurry of engaging and provocative essays, Donica Mensing argues for a new approach to journalism education to meet the requirement of a changing world of journalism. Bonnie Brennan and Erica Della Serna look at journalism in Second Life. Michael Carlson examines journalists' transparency rituals in the US, UK and Sweden. Mihai Coman considers the implications of changing journalism elites in post-communist Romania. Arnold de Beer analyses Afro-pessimism in the global news flows. Sally Young examines closely the crisis in journalism in Australia. Kevin Barnhurst explores developments in the forms of online news reports. Kim Schroeder and Ben Stieg Larsson consider the democratic implications of the shifting cross-media news landscape. Martin Comboy and John Steele examine the changing construction of popular tabloid journalism at the Sun newspaper in the UK. James Compton and Paul Benedetti take a long-term historical view of the institutional restructuring of journalism, while Debbie Van Tool opens the issue with her argument about the possibility of preserving the newspaper industry by looking to earlier forms of journalism in the partisan press that dominated American journalism throughout the 19th century. The future of journalism is undoubtedly the central question confronting the journalism industry and critical scholarship in journalism studies. I'm sure the research studies reported here will provide you with a great deal of new information and evidence to set you thinking about this key concern. That was certainly the editorial ambition. You'll find further information about this issue and abstracts for all of these papers on the publisher's website at Routledge, Taylor and Francis, but also on our website here at the Cardiff School of Journalism, Media and Cultural Studies. I'll be back in a couple of months in the autumn with the Journalism Studies editorial for issue 11.5. But for now, enjoy reading about the future of journalism. And thanks for clicking that mouse.